Small Talk is the show where we express ourselves with small randomness. We fill every show with something different. There is no topic too big or too small for us to cover. Our show doesn't have a real path that we follow, and that's what makes it fun to watch. So let's get to the show. Hello, and welcome to Small Talk. It's been a hot minute. Life has been crazy. And that's essentially what we're going to talk about today. The craziness in my life is like through the roof. But, you know, we all have those twists and turns at moments in life. Anyway, shout out to Dunkin' because I love Dunkin' so much. And I threw it out. But I went to Dunkin' because I had to get my coffee. And I waited in line for my coffee after I paid for so long. They upgraded me to a large. So I got a free large. I was so happy. Didn't drink it all because caffeine goes through me sometimes. And I get so jittery, I can't have too much caffeine at one time because I feel sick. I don't know if anyone else has ever experienced that, but like you get jittery and like, I guess it's a mix of dehydration because coffee makes you dehydrated because you tend to just drink the coffee and not enough water, which is why I have my jug. So that was my morning. And then another thing, it is International Women's Day, so happy International Day to us. I know it's a long line of tales as old as time where women have come up into different jobs, and just in general, women were at one point seen this small, and now we're seen so big, and it's amazing. But we were talking about it on the morning show, and it in a way feels slightly overrated just because, like I said, at one point women were this small. So as it has upbring, it has gotten better and celebrated. But now I feel like it's just overdone. It's kind of like one of those things that's a little overdone. But not that it's a bad thing. It is, but it isn't. And women should be celebrated because, you know, without women, this country wouldn't be half the way it is. And like everything else, yeah, it's like Matt. You can't live with them. You can't live without them. So it's reversed. I know we're difficult. I'm a little difficult. We're all difficult in our own ways, but we're all needed in different ways. So my little spiel for the morning. I've been a little absent last couple of weeks. Like I said, things have been a little crazy. Things are calming down and feeling like they're back to normal in more ways than not. I did work all weekend and the mall was busy, which it felt nice because we have gotten in trouble by higher up because, our capacity is like up to like, I think 30 people inside the store or more. But we don't typically do that just because it gets, you know, our store's ever so big and there's only so many of us at a time inside the store working that if there's close to 30 people, it's overwhelming because we all can't get to them. So the company has its own ideas, and then we at the store have our other ideas because the company wants things to go one way and we can't actually have things go that way. And it's the frustratingness of working in retail where things are supposed to get done a certain way and they can't because we have the manpower, we don't have the hours, and it's just when it gets smacked down, you know, gets smacked back at us higher end, it's super frustrating. I don't know if anyone's ever experienced this working in retail or just in general, but needless to say, we had a visit on Friday. It didn't go too well because the district manager just complained about one thing. And that was that the painting drawers weren't done. That's all she complained about. I think one of the other managers said to me that she mentioned it to the store manager 3 times that they weren't done. Like, that's all she complained about anything else. And it's just one of those things where it's super frustrating because, especially the night of a visit, there's 2 people closing. And the painting drawers are a disaster. How are you supposed to get that done? And we're supposed to leave on time. And we can't leave on time. It's like, do you want us to leave on time to say payroll because we're over payroll? Or do you want us to get this done? It's like lesser of 2 evils, I guess. And it's frustrating. Manager frustrated, we're frustrated, you know. It's like a domino effect. Store manager's unhappy because district manager's unhappy, which makes the supervisors and assistant managers unhappy, which makes us unhappy. It's literally a domino effect. So that was that. And then just in my own personal life, it is not frustrating, but just, I guess, a little stressful. There was a death in the family about 2 weeks ago. 3 weeks ago. Zach's grandma died unexpectedly. And he was living with her. He moved in with her about 5 years ago to take care of her after his grandfather died. And so I was essentially moving in with them, and then she died, and it's a big old house. So it's kind of eerie, creepy that to be in the house because she did die in the house. And so we moved within a week. And Dawn says I have the knack for finding the good in the bad. And within a week after she died, we were apartment hunting. We found a place, we applied, we got it, and moved in. All in a week. Craziness. And we both work all day. So it's like, thank God for family. His family, my family, couldn't have done it without them. And then it's like, well, Buster, our dog, when Zach adopted him, he stayed at home all day with grandma. So he's never been alone. So it's like, not only is there added on stress from just moving, because in general moving is stressful, then there's a dog that doesn't know how to be alone because he's always had someone with him. So it's like, and he's not a puppy. We think he's closer to like age 10. So it's like, how do you deal with that? How do you help a dog that you obviously can't read their mind and tell them everything's going to be okay and like know that they're okay when you're trying to figure out if you're okay? And then it's craziness. And it's like things happen unexpectedly. You lose a family member. It's probably one of the most hardest things to deal with. And it's how you deal with it. You can crumble, you can fall apart, or you can just get past it because, it's life. You have to. So you can't crumble and like just be depressed all the time. You have to, you can mourn, and be sad, but you have to find the way to get by it and move on. And for us, that was moving out of the house where she was, because that was, how do you say, a major rain cloud just kind of over. And Zach basically grew up in that house. Aside from his parents' house, he grew up in that house. So it was very hard on him to be there. So needless to say, we didn't stay there a whole lot. We went to his mom's for a weekend because he couldn't be there. And there was some help with, his mom's got 4 dogs. So Buster had someone to play with. And so, we're kind of coasting here. We moved. Dogs kind of lost. But on the plus side, his uncle was like, take anything you want out of the house. So we were very fortunate. We had a fully furnished apartment. Furniture, kitchen stuff, all the little nitty-gritty stuff you don't think about when moving or that you might need. Oh, hey, grab this from grandma's. She's got food. Let's take that food. We got severely lucky because I know not everyone that falls into the situation can be that fortunate to just be able to pack up and move from one place to another and then still be okay. Because like I said, it's not the easiest thing in the world. And so Buster was going to grandma's, his mom's, and that was good until it wasn't, because she's got 3 females and a male. Male's a pit bull who is a giant teddy bear. I know pit bulls don't have a good name, but he is a giant teddy bear. You walk into the house, he'll come and greet you. He'll jump because he's so excited to see you. So you got to like keep a hand here and keep a hand here so you keep your balance so you can kind of smack him back down, because he will knock you over. He's like my size. He's he's a big boy, but he's a teddy bear. So the way he plays with his sisters, the other dogs, isn't a familiar way to Buster. So something happened yesterday where Zach and I brought him over to his mom's for the day because we had stuff to do and we were going to be going in and out of the apartment. And we just haven't really made the jump to start leaving him there by himself because, like I said, he's not used to being by himself. So I'm more afraid that he'll just get sad and depressed because dogs can get sad and depressed. You know, they have emotions too. And so we hadn't made that leap yet. So we decided, okay, this week I have a little more free time between my craziness. I don't work as Pink. I don't work a whole lot this week, so I can spend time with Buster at home, get him acclimated to the apartment. And so Bowtie is, like I said, giant teddy bear, and the way he plays isn't something Buster's used to. And so Buster freaked out because he thought he was attacking him, but he wasn't. He was playing. It was this whole thing. And so Zach had to take him back to the apartment and calm him down. And he spent the day with him. So the whole day of errands that we were going to do didn't happen. That's okay because, you know, Buster's more important than running errands that we needed. He spent the day there. And then we did something. We went to my parents for dinner for about 2.5 hours, and we left Buster there. I don't know what it was, whether it was leaving him there by himself or because this whole thing happened with Bowtie and then he had to be at the apartment all day with Zach and then was left alone. We came home at like 10:30 from my parents. He was a happy puppy. This Buster is a happy-go-lucky dog. Like he's never upset. His tail's always wagging. And I haven't seen this dog happy in about a week and a half. There were toys. Zach already called this. He was like, there's going to be toys all over the apartment, which there haven't been because there have been boxes everywhere. And we finally started to clean out some of the boxes. So there was space in the apartment. There were 2 toys now I know it's only 2, but he's got a lot of toys. So there were 2 toys out of the bin and just by the front door, just like laying on the floor. We were so happy because that meant he played in the apartment while we were gone. And he had a toy in his mouth. Obviously, every dog comes and greets you at the door. He came and greeted us at the door, and then as soon as we, walked around, put our stuff down, he grabbed a toy and he was playing with it. It made me so happy. Like, this dog is literally my child. So, when this happened with Bowtie, it made me upset because it was like, well, now we got to get him acclimated with the apartment. Like, we actually got to do this. So, the fact that I don't know if it was he spent time there with Zach without us. He was happy puppy, which was great because I left this morning and I was like, you're staying here. You're going to play or do whatever dogs do when they're all alone because whatever happened yesterday, he was happy. And I haven't seen him that happy in like a week and a half. And that made me happy. So it was like, okay, maybe he can be by himself. Maybe he will be okay. Because it's like, it's like when your mom drops you off at preschool for the first time and they're bawling their eyes. It's like, okay, they are going to be okay. This isn't going to break them. They're not like fragile, like piece of glass. I don't know. It was one of those moments where I was like, okay, this hump happened. So, my dad always talks about how there's roadblocks. It's about how you get over the roadblocks. This roadblock happened with Bowtie. So we're like, okay, this dog's been through a lot in the last 2 weeks. So it's like, okay, we gotta take a step back. Can't keep bringing him to his mom's every day because he needs to be used to being home alone because it was getting a little much for me because I was bringing him there every day. And it was like another one of the things I had to do in the morning. Which not as a bad thing, but it's like dropping a kid off at preschool or the relatives or whatever before you go to work. It's like, it's just a hassle getting out the door. My mom used to always talk about this. Never understood it. Totally get it now. But he's going to be okay. And he's home and we'll find out at 3:00 when I go home. See what he did. If there's about 10 toys all over the apartment, he had a good time. If not, some stuff to work on. if anyone knows, I know this is a thing because I've seen a commercial for it. Those cameras where you can call in and throw them a treat from like work. I want to get one of those. So if you have any idea where to get them, let me know. I can't believe I just rambled on for 15 minutes, but you know what? It's better than nothing, right? I'm going to take a quick commercial break, and we'll be back for more randomness. Here at Small Talk, we inspire to be different. We have guests from all sorts of topics, like bakeries, DJs, archery, advocacy on special topics, and just random thoughts. We also produce and edit videos and commercials. No amount of footage is too big or small. That is our motto. We can do fun experimental videos or documentaries on serious and fun topics. We are a one-stop shop, as I like to call it. Call today at 866-224-5422 or email me at smalltalktv2020@gmail.com. You're watching Small Talk, the show where we express ourselves with small randomness. We fill every show with something different, and that's what makes our show so special. If you have something that's different or random that you would like to discuss, call us at 866-224-5422. Let's get back to the show. Hi guys, welcome back. I feel like I rambled on about all that I had, so we're just going to kind of pull from the brain. Like I said a few shows ago, I'm looking for guests. Anyone has anything fun, cool, random to talk about, let me know. Merch store. I have to get a little better about this because I actually have it. And Teddy, I know, have you talked about it on your show yet? Your merch?
No, not yet.
No, not yet. Okay. So I have to get merch because I have it. There's some pretty cool stuff. There's, I think, a hat. There's shirts. There's tank tops. There's jackets. I know Teddy has a tote. She's got a pretty cool hoodie. All of our shows, the 2020 Vision shows, we have merchandise for you guys to purchase and help us blast our podcast and get us out there because we want to get out there. So I'm going to be making a commercial for that. I will, as soon as I memorize the link, I will let you guys know. I'll post it on the page later. What is this page?
It is. Wait, ready? I mean, it's good.
Teddy's going to let us know what the webpage is to buy merchandise.
I'm on like 4. We got it. Special intro. It is BrooklynCafeTV.itemorder.com or BrooklynCafe.itemorder.com. I think both of them work.
So that's really long, so I'm not going to repeat it.
I will be sending Valerie a smaller link and she can post it in the comments.
There we go. That'll work. So there's a merch store. Check if you like Teddy Unscripted, if you like Slick Speaks, Small Talk. All the shows have a podcast. Merchandise. All the shows have merchandise. Blast it, wear it. It's super cute. I have to get some so I can blast it out. We can still add stuff to the merch store, right? I'm gonna look at stickers because I'm all about stickers. I think you have a water bottle too, right? Or the water bottle? Do you have a water bottle?
I have a 20-ounce. I think you have it too. It's a 20-ounce tumbler and then a 16-ounce tumbler. And we are trying to get 64-ounce water bottles.
This is 64-ounce. It's like a half gallon. Look at my Gus and Baymax. Yes. So definitely hit up the website, and I'm probably messing up the sound, but hit up the website, buy our merch. There will be a commercial soon, probably this week. I have to do it. Where to get it, how to get it, and get it. Represent my show, Teddy's show, Slick's show, because you want to. You know you want to. I'm going to tune out a little early here so Taylor can get her set up. Check out Talking to Taylor. I think she's doing a throwback Monday. It's odd. It's a throwback, and it's not a Thursday. I love that, Taylor. Who's texting me? Oh, Teddy just sent it to me, so I will post the link so you guys can definitely get our merch because you want to represent our shows. You want to support us, right? Check out Talking to Taylor. She's doing a throwback. Sounds really amazing. I know you don't want to hear me ramble anymore, or maybe you do. I don't know. Check out next Monday. I promise I'm going to do a show next week, and it'll be more randomness. Till then, see you guys next week. Thanks for watching our show with fun topics and random thoughts. Make sure to tune in next time for the new Word of the Week, along with new and exciting randomness. Till then, stay small, think big.